bowls I bought them. You know, it's nothing like that. Nothing that fancy stuff. It's always it's probably something like I just know how to talk to them. I open them up, ask them some questions about things, and then they just start realizing stuff. You know, and from that point on, it's all downhill. You know, they got their pants down in my studio,
and they can't get enough.
And they just say, "Come on, you know,
come on, baby,
let's just get a condom and let's go run with this motherfucker."
And they can't stop.
They can't stop. So no, I like being dumped because when you're dumped and stuff,
you're off the hook.
You're off the hook. That's why I like sluts, because you know, sluts they get rid of you fast because there's always some other guy around. You know, it's the ones that you know that they really want to get with you. And you have to try to dump them. And I tell you, sometimes it's not easy. Because you try to dump somebody. And they really want you. Women are sore losers. And when you say no to a woman, you better be prepared, buddy. Because all hell's going to break you. They're going to, you know, talk shit about you. You're going to try to mess up your car or your truck or whatever.
Do you feel your reputation in
well, yeah, I just don't even, I don't
so
care.
Sullied that you can't even be there anymore?
I don't even care about my reputation at this point anymore. Reputation's for high schoolers. At this point, I'm just like...
You're looking backwards.
Reflecting. And
reflecting on the sluts.
Like, yeah. And
so when you're deep into the slut, you can't...
Well, you can't make paintings.
Right, you can't paint.
It's just too much. They'll be bending over in your studio. They'll be tempting you. You get distracted. It's exciting, kind of, but after a while, you start wondering stuff. And you start having panic attacks after the fact.
Do you ever try to seduce women by offering to paint them?
Sometimes. But most of them, I paint monsters mainly. I'm not really good at nudes. So if I start painting them, they always kind of turn out to be these kind of heavy set, big titty, beer drinking type women that they're not really attractive, and they get real offended if you paint them like some he-woman or something, you know. I don't know.
Just break off with the booze. Just break off with all of it. Live the life of a monk for 2 or 3 months and see how it works out. See if it doesn't clear your head.
I do. That's what I need to do.
Become more spiritual.
I need to be
more in tune with the spiritual side of your life. But that also means giving up the natty lights.
Right after the six-pack. After the six-pack.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, this will be the last one. Honest to God. After this, I'm just going to stop completely. I think that I'm going to sober up. I'm just going to drink that Red Diamond tea. I've been getting to that. That's really good stuff.
George, I can help you out with, giving up alcohol.
How's that?
I can. A few things I learned along the way that I used on my ex-husband.
Which is? Techniques?
Technique. Say that I was able to prevent him from drinking for periods of time. And I can do the same for you, George.
What would prevent him from drinking for periods of time? What did you do?
Oh, what stop drinking?
Which is, what would be some of the techniques?
I can't tell you. That would take the fun away.
It's just a promise to say I'm not going to drink any more Natty Lights?
No, George. You're a lying son of a bitch. You'd be drinking Natty Lights before, the words were out of your mouth.
Well, I can't.
I can change your life, George. I can change your life. Your soul, George. This is about cleansing your soul. This sex is shit for the gutter. We're talking about a spiritual meeting of souls, George. I'm talking about making you a cleaner soul. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
What was that? What's the first step?
First off, we need some rope.
Some rope? Wait a second.
Do you want to be a better person, George? Why have you come on this sabbatical? Why are you out roaming through the wilderness? You're searching for something. What is it you're searching for, George?
Just searching for
a spiritual awakening?
No, like the perfect painting of a bar and a perfect painting of a slut. Sitting in that bar, waiting for some monkey to come up with them. It's like all those comical scenarios, all infused. And I'm here mining that now, so I have to get out here to sort of concentrate on those paintings, those images.
Have you painted one lick since you've been here?
No, not yet, because I'm still getting this place cleaned up.
Oh, there's always an excuse, isn't there, George?
I could get on it, but I always got obligations to my sluts to go do stuff and hang out with them. And
Yeah, like what kind of slut stuff do you do, George? What kind of slut date do you go on?
well,
Well,
like one girl asked me to, like they want to go hang out in the bar, and I go have a couple of drinks with them.
mm-hmm.
We go to like, Jack's or Gray Horse and chat, and or they want me to go do something like help them move.
Then what?
And then usually about, or there's something like they'll break something and I have to go and help them repair it.
And then what?
It's just too much. It's too high maintenance. I'm just tired of all that stuff.
And then what, George? Then what do you have to do?
Well, then I'm usually too tired to paint. And I get all distracted.
And then do you have sex with them, George?
Sometimes.
That's
Sometimes
draining
I do,
you.
But it just,
You're
sometimes
being
I don't
drained
want to.
spiritually,
I don't want
George.
to.
They're like a succubus.
They're like
draining
a succubus.
They're sucking your talent. They're sucking you dry.
My pants will be down. That was the conclusion of our call, the end of the ranch, doing the ranch deal out there, or doing that, trying to set up studio. It was a good idea, but I went out there one time before, and that lady would see me and wave, and she'd do stuff like this. So I didn't feel too comfortable out there. It was major buzzkill, basically. So I just sort of like, I don't know, I just basically became discouraged and moseyed on. So what is, it really wasn't even about the trip. I did this one picture of if y'all can see, Linda Lovelace. Kind of like, I don't know how you would call this. Like, she has a bow saw, and it's from a photograph I found of her. I don't know why I started doing Linda Lovelace for some reason. And it's just head on a stump, and like the bow saw is kind of cutting back some of the bark. But I don't know. You just come up with ideas, and you just in the sketch, and they're real fleeting. I was driving around. I was listening to a lot of Christian radio, and I just see things. I was at this one intersection. Where is it? And this lady was talking on her cell phone to somebody, and she's cussing and saying all this. But she was using biblical references in her foul mouth, like talking about her daughter or something like that. So then I thought, just being like thinking like a delinquent teen girl or something, going, I wrote this thing. It says, she claims to be a Christian, but when you have a potty mouth, it's like a monkey pee on your brain. A little monkey there, and this lady, I could just see her all pounced up like a little rooster. One idea, and I thought, I kind of like write the phrases down. When sometimes when I hear phrases, triggers these ideas for painting. I think they're just great classic phrases, or the way they say them, And it's kind of like that lady, hanging out there on the studio property, wherever it was. She had all kind of great phrases, like rode hard and put up wet, and trollops, and So then there's this other one I heard. This lady, it was like someone called into a talk show, one of those evangelistic talk shows, And it said something like, when I was 16 years old, the devil crawled up in me and wouldn't come out. I put in the wouldn't come out stuff, but that 16-year-old girl, she's like a mid 40-year-old woman, talked about how many years the devil's been crawled up in her. I just thought it was funny. I thought, get out. And then there was this one lady that was giving like a prayer. They were talking about, it was a real slow show, I don't know what kind of, but she's talking about, there's some passage from the Bible about people will pray and the Lord will have them say meaningful things. And so she just kept harping on, I want to talk about meaningful and wise things. Let's talk about meaningful things. So the whole 30 minutes was just them talking about people who talk about meaningful things. Of course, they never talked about what the hell the meaningful was. So I had made a little piece here. So I want to say meaningful things. And so, I don't know, it's just a simple little sketch paint. And lady, this is what I felt like. Repentant drunkard, and it has her with a Bible or something, a belt, you know. And there's this cowboy there, sitting there, like, basically at this person's mercy while she yells at him. That's what it kind of felt like. It was funny for a while. She's a good lady, but I just was an edge about something about her. And also, that footage. Her cell phone was going off, and people, if don't be mistaken, I didn't put that Wizard of Oz thing in there. That was like this little wizard, like the witch going hee doggy or something. I don't know, but that would go off, and I noticed it I didn't realize until after the fact. That's what that was. I thought it'd be fun to write up all of her phrases and make paintings of them on this little watercolor thing. So our first one I got is Art Slut. Well, I got other classics like Stripper Monkeys and Slappy Sluts running around showing you their tits and twat, and drunken slut sex, fucking low lives. I just love these kind of phrases. So it's going to be like a little, I don't know, figure studies based on them. I figure that'll get beginnings of the here's the beginnings of the Eric Bristol, my visit with Eric and Guy and Louie. There's all that stuff, and then it's going to be, here's one of, I think this is, I forget which one's Chuck or Todd. I think it's Chuck. Chuck was smoking a cigarette, and then Todd was, where's that Todd? I forgot, I get the names mixed. But there's this hilarious scene, and well, I'm going to wait till I get done with it. There's that one. There's some lady showed up there, too, at their little party. I had one of Guy, there's one of Guy, and Louie. And then I'm going to do a regular portrait of or I'm going to try to do a bigger picture of Eric Maximus. And then there's this thing, which y'all don't know what's in here, do you? Well, it's been stored there since the day I was, see, there you go. If y'all can recognize that, that's the Wing Doctor. Here's my promotion. Well, I'll just explain it to you. Next video will be what the Wing Doctor and what's inside this box right here. Give you a little peek. It's sort of nasty, and like an idiot, I started some shed sketches because there's really, well, you'll see in my hangout, there's this shed, log shed that we were cutting wood at. So I decided to do some what's it called, rode hard and put it wet, and it'll be like symbols around on that. And I don't know, this will probably be another. That lady had some cool phrases that I might put in there. And what else was there? Basically got a couple of days to wipe out all the Eric Maximus work and kick into some balls to the wall. And